Hey, how are you? Of course, I always start with, hey, how are you? I care about how you are. That's why I'll be wanting y'all to tell me, like, good or bad or something like that. That's why sometimes in some videos I'll be like, what's wrong? Because sometimes y'all not always straight. Y'all just automatically respond, oh, I'm okay, as the automatic response. And then it's a default deal. That's why when people say, how are you? I say awake because it disrupts them. It disrupts the monotony of, oh, I'm okay, I'm good. Like, no, you're not. All right, what's wrong? Yeah, we rebuking all this negativity tenfold, and we returning it back to sender. It's about a past person. All right, let's see what the fuck is going on here. Okay, my name's Marche. I'm your impatient oracle. Wealth. This could be spiritual wealth, material wealth, and a surprise. Let's see if it come out anyway. Somebody got a surprise coming. My name's Marche. I'm your impatient oracle, and I am heavily distracted. Um, if you found me, you're a powerhouse or a lighthouse. You're a total. Well, okay, so look, here's what happened with the slugs. The slugs have orchestrated a mutiny to overthrow me, and we're in an all-out brawl. I have poured salt on many of them. There are casualties, and I don't know if we have slugs anymore, y'all. I don't know. Somebody hit up the prime minister because we need some diplomacy. All right, what's going on? Come on, I split back to it. Fuck it, I'll take it out. All right, I'm only gonna take. Ah, okay, good. Actually, I want this out the way. I might look in the book for it. I might not. I might look in the book. Do a little pause to read deal. And you got an accomplishment. Either you've accomplished something or you're on your way to accomplishing it. Oh, this is friendship. I thought that said victory. Her victory and success. Yeah, you were frustrated with yourself for a long time. Because you were beating yourself up and kicking your own ass. One more. 2:22 on the clock. You learn to be patient. There we go. I didn't ask anything. That's why. What's hidden? Yeah, there we go. What's hidden? They said you had to slow down to see it. Bitch, my jaw. My jaw. My jaw. My jaw's on the floor. There's no camera cut. What are the fucking odds? Yeah, because you shattered the illusions. You shattered the illusions that everybody superimposed onto you. Actually, fuck it. Let's go in the book for this. I want to see what they got. You had a shit ton of. I don't even know how to turn right to it. Pause to read. Includes experiences, yada yada yada. Oh, see the other side too. All right. Yeah. Blah blah blah. Your wealth and prosperity is definitely increasing due to good decisions. Yeah, you grew. You did. I keep saying you did the work. You grew. If you found me, you did the fucking work. You did the fuck out of that shit. That's why you got victory and success coming. And then before I just decided to flip, I said you had to slow down to see it. That yo, it's funny. It's funny because I knew this card was. You can't see my face. I'm smiling big as fuck. You could probably hear it in my tone. It said I've been on some Oracle shit lately. What else is hidden? Roman numeral 7 Bay. Drop it like it's hot. I just saw Luther. If this work was mine, I'd take your dreams and make them multiply. Somebody in your orbit wants to see you win. I want to see you win. If this work was mine. They, cause like I'm trying to pick up on it. It's like my bad, y'all. Go get some water. Huh? They see success in your eyes, and they want to do everything in their power to help you reach it. Wealth and victory. Mind you, we looked at wealth. We didn't look at victory. Y'all, y'all saw that shit. Pause to read. Holy hell. Integrity. Yeah, hell yeah. You probably did all this shit with integrity. Victory can be hollow. Yeah. Y- y'all see that shit? Very little effort. It was very. Wait. Now stop doubting your luck and enjoy what you have. Make sure you read this. Pause to read, like dead ass, because you need to see it. Wow. They said this is a wonderful message. Enjoy your happiness. Or also a wonder not or also a wonderful message is on the way. Enjoy your happiness. What else is hidden? You can't make this shit up. Something else. They said something is hidden. Do y'all see everything? Whoa. You're selfless. Huh. Your clothes might be hidden. Your love might be hidden. Your heart might be hidden. I'm hearing hidden motives. Hidden money. Somebody like Love and Hip Hop. Somebody's a business owner. Events unfolding quickly. Hold on. Let me take a couple more so I can. Ew. R. Kelly is trying to play in my head. I don't fuck with R. Kelly. Why is he playing in my head? Suddenly. Somebody want to smoke you out. I heard this is good news. Somebody likes Megan Thee Stallion. Victory and success. Money. Love. I didn't even see that. No. Actually. There we go. Because I be wanting like the correct shit in the frame. I don't give a fuck if somebody's projecting. Funny enough how quickly is in the frame, but slowly is not. Alright. Not having keeps me. I see invest. Instead of guessing, I see invest. Suddenly. Suddenly what? Suddenly what? Suddenly everything changed. Really? Ugh. Alright. I'm saying like what's here? Collected. You've collected yourself. You found your lighthouse. You found your inner light. That's why it's in like the center. They said your heart is complete. You're able to receive. You might be a brat, you might be a princess. And it's funny that princess is on top of expense account. So you're expensive. Didn't see that coming. Something's coming out of left field. It's something you don't see coming. A feast. Feast of Asceti. Somebody's religious. Somebody's Catholic. Funny enough, they said this is a great message. This is positive. Ragu. People still eat ragu spaghetti sauce? Okay, I guess. That's what you choose. I really like Rouse personally. A feast coming. You got money coming. They said, what's that one Michael Jackson song? It's not You Rock My World. It's The Way You Make Me Feel. My lonely days are gone. You knock me off my feet suddenly. Suddenly something. Y'all want me to start this one? Because I was also. Looks like Christmas presents. I was also reaching for this. They said we about to balance the scales. Hella money coming. Event. Something. Yeah, something's hidden from you. My lonely days are gone. I'm not worried about her. I just really think I got beef with Queen of Pentacles. Sorry, I'm not trying to be so quiet. I'm trying to gather myself so I can get real clear on what I need to ask. I told you got victory and success coming. I heard equestrian. Somebody likes Bob's Burgers. Somebody's into horses. Somebody might Cincy, damn, I split back to it. God damn. Cincy, like the MLM Cincy. Please don't join any MLMs or pyramid schemes. Better days are coming for you. Because you started to focus on yourself and really pour into yourself and nurture yourself. They say you're going to be tied up and suspended from the ceiling. I keep hearing The Way You Make Me Feel by Michael Jackson and playing in my head. Damn, I split to that man again? Alright. They said you're the emperor in your own life. You might be a business owner. You might have an expense account. You might have a company car or a company card. Hold on. Sorry, I know this ain't no ASMR. I'm looking at abundant. You're going to be abundant. That's why wealth is out here. Because you're not just rich in like the material, you're also rich in spirit. So Rich Spirit by Kendrick might be significant. I've only heard it a handful of times. I don't know the lyrics. You weren't happy for a really long time. That's why the sun card is in reverse. That's why it fell. Events unfolding quickly. I have you laughing. Somebody's gonna. They said somebody's about to have you having a good time. They said you're so sweet. You're a sweet little baby. You're my sweet little baby. You weren't listening to your intuition for a long time. Okay. What do I need to ask? So I asked initially, what's hidden? Oh, it was you. You were hidden for a long time. You hid yourself because they said you're afraid of the spotlight. You're afraid to be center stage. I should have put. Yeah, you didn't stand up for yourself for a really long time. You allowed people to run all over you. I really hear Michael Jackson keep playing The Way You Make Me Feel, The Way You Make Me Feel. It really turns me on. You knock me off my feet. You were holding back, or you are holding back. Okay. Something is telling me that it's upright. 19 Pentacles. You're about to be happy. Mind you. They say you're transitioning into better days. So you started out not sticking up for yourself and not standing your ground. There's an offer here. You felt like you only had very little to offer. Like you're sturdy and stable like a horse, but you felt like you only had very little to offer. And when people would ask you dead on questions to make like decisions, you wouldn't give them a clear answer. And you've been looking back at all of that. That's why the 9 and 10 of Pentacles are out here. You closed out that cycle of uncertainty. You closed out that cycle of feeling like you don't deserve shit, or you don't deserve anything, or you deserve very little. You closed out that cycle of only accepting breadcrumbs. You've been reminiscing. You've been looking back at your journey. Not only that, somebody's reminiscing about you. Hey, but the caveat is they only see the good things about you. You're unpredictable. They love it. You see that shit? It's like hiding. It's small. You might be small. If you like I said, if you found me, you're a powerhouse or a lighthouse. Me and the slugs, we at war. You might have been at war with yourself for a long time. Told you. Better days are ahead of you. They said you got this. Stop being so unsure of yourself. You need to find. They said you need to find your self confidence. You need to be more self assured. This just off the frame. I don't like that. Okay. Because I be wanting y'all to see it. Like, I want you to see what's here. Not like, I don't like the half angles, you know? All right. What's next? Funny enough, you were holding back. You were holding back your power. They said you were holding back the scope of your power because it's expansive. You're holding back from the people who sold you illusions, or who've sown illusions, who want everybody to see the worst in you. You're fiery, you're passionate. You're the whole Godfather out here, even though it's the Queen of Wands. You might be this Queen of Wands. You might be a fire sign. Yeah, solar plexus are significant. Damn, look at all them fucking. I didn't realize that the whole first row are pentacles, and then wands. So you're more than likely extremely grounded in your own energy. Like, you finally found that grounding within yourself. They said you finally came home to your body. You're finally in your body instead of like actively dissociating all the time, or like being high all the time. Caught 1717 on the clock. You're balanced. They said you're balanced in your happiness. Look at all them fucking pentacles on their first row. 10, 19, 20, 21, 22. Because of the night. Yeah, 19, 20, 21. Yeah, 22. So I'm not crazy. I mean, why is this Queen of Wands out here? You were restless for a long period of time. Yeah, the unrest was within yourself. The unrest was a lack of clarity of what you actually wanted. You had to get extremely, extremely clear within yourself to even be able to look for what you want in another person. They said you found happiness. That's why I'm looking at that Ten of Pentacles. They say you're providing yourself with your own stability instead of looking for it outside of yourself. They said it's not much more to say. Yeah, you kept looking back at everything you lost for a long period of time. Yeah. You felt like you lost You felt like you've lost people you didn't want to lose. You spoiled. They said you about to be spoiled. You see it? They said you about to be spoiled rotten. You keep looking back. You kept looking back, but now you're looking forward. You're forward thinking. That's why that Queen of Wands is out here. That's why the Star card is out here. Because you're looking forward instead of looking back. What's next? You're coming out of conflict. You're coming out of conflict with others. Something about emotion. Why is the Seven of Cups out here in reverse? So justice was denied. Justice was denied to you for a long time because you kept holding back your power. Once you stepped into your power, they can finally get served. Yeah, you were unsatisfied with your life for a long time. You were emotionally unsatisfied too. Why is justice in reverse? You had to let go of a relationship, potentially with a king of swords. This might have been an ex-husband, this might have been an ex-wife, this might have been a baby mama or a baby daddy, or this it could be a business partnership with someone. Cause for sometimes they be like, yeah, this is business. You had to let go of a business partnership with somebody to achieve and attain happiness. That's also why the emperor's in reverse. That person, damn, they said that person was a fucking liar. They couldn't deliver on anything. Yup. They couldn't deliver on anything that they said they could. Ace of Swords. You cut that shit off. That's why you're getting a new beginning. You cut off that relationship. Like it like, oh, that's why that Seven of Cups is out there. They sold you an illusion of what it would be like to be in business with them, when in reality you had all the sturdiness to offer when they had nothing to offer. They depended on you not standing your ground. They depended on you not sticking up for yourself. They were dependent on you shrinking, because the more you shrank, the bigger they felt. Who the fuck is this? Somebody who didn't want to give you equal give and take, and they only wanted to take from you. They said they took a bunch of money from you. Who the fuck is this? Why is the King of Swords in reverse? Yup. Didn't I tell you that they took a bunch of money from you? Because you thought you had a new beginning with that Ace of Pentacles, but you might have wanted more out of the relationship, and it's more that they couldn't offer. Huh, now they the one crying over spilled milk now. And this was you for a period of time. You was the one crying and looking at the cups, not realizing that the divine had cups in wow, I'm trying to go too fast. They had cups on the backup for you. Why would I phrase it like that? They had something for you that you couldn't see coming. That's why I kept asking in the beginning something. What's hidden? Something. And it's funny because that King of Swords, Ace of Pentacles is in reverse, but that pentacle about to drop right into your hand. Well, why is this Ace of Swords out here? You realized that you were receiving breadcrumbs. Because you wanted the whole Ace of Swords. Like, they said you wanted a whole hella good relationship. Because remember, we just laid eyes on not all victories are fruitful. Some victories are hollow. And that's if you don't move with... That King of Swords in the reverse wasn't moving with integrity. What the hell? That's why you were always in conflict, but at least you're coming out of it. You had to get right with yourself and get real clear about what you had going on. Now they about to be crying. You see how shit be sticking in my hand sometimes? You closed out that cycle with the fucking Emperor in the reverse. Now he out here crying. That's on him. Mind you, I didn't even 444 significant. Look. So Jay-Z might be significant. Look, the Emperor's right here. 444. Because of the flash. So 121 might be significant, but you closed out this cycle. Because that fucking Emperor felt like he won. Funny enough. He might be an air sign, he might be a fire sign. He don't gotta be. It could be placements in your chart. It's just, yeah, you had to get real clear on where you were going and what you were doing. All right. You dumped out all 10 of them cups because they think you're spoiled in a bad way. And it's just like, no, I'm just high maintenance. And it's okay to be high maintenance, to not accept breadcrumbs, to be demanding. I'm not gonna lie, I'm demanding as fuck. Like, I demand food, attention, conjugal relations. Like, I prefer to fucking fornicate. Duh. And it's like, if you're not giving me that, what are we doing? I'll dump out that shit in a heartbeat. Because my brain is saying, because you're going to me. And if you don't want to, then we don't need to be together. Sorry. Because if you're not compatible with somebody, or they're not meeting your needs and you're not meeting theirs, just you need to cut it. But they said you got goodness and happiness coming, and it's so funny because that emperor in the reverse was happier with you. You gave them a renewed sense of hope, and then they wanted to be dumb and dump it out, thinking there was better. They thought their better days were coming, not realizing it was you that was the better days. Now they out here slanging they wand around, talking to people, telling them everything that they want to fucking hear, not realizing they have nothing to offer. It was you. You were the gift. You got on your cherry then and you bounced. You said, this person might be a Leo. I'm looking at autumn lions. And it could be an Aries. Mind you, this is heavy fire sign too. Because the emperor is an Aries. Well, that's the zodiac sign attached to it. Or Sagittarius, due to all, like, not due to all the wands, but you were grounded. Well, I think the divine grounded you for accepting the bullshit. That's why justice was in the reverse. As soon as you cut that shit off, because you cut that shit off and you stopped being kept the fuck up at night, you said, the divine said, okay, now that your stupid ass is out the way, and I don't like to denigrate y'all like that, I'm sorry. Now that your dumb ass is out the way, they said we could clean this mess up. You can't see me squinting because what does that mean? Now we could clean this mess up. I was about to lay eyes on the Empress. They said you're birthing something new. Birthing what? It could be a business. It could be a baby. It could be a new relationship. It could be a new endeavor. You're walking into a new era. You could be building your empire brick by brick. Didn't see that coming. Yeah, because they didn't see you chucking up the deuces on their ass. I think I just got beef with the Queen of Pentacles. I don't know, man. Cause for some reason I just don't like that bitch. Yeah, whoever this person is that took advantage of you is materialistic. They don't listen to their intuition. They don't listen to the divine. They don't listen to their dead people. Because they think they know everything. They think they know what you're going to say. They think they know how you're going to react. They pride themselves on being a chameleon in all situations. They don't have an identity. I'm proud of this clarity, though. I'm proud of you finding your fire and cursing that bitch out. Or ghosting. I don't really care. You do what you do. You do what's best for you. They were not interested in anything you had to offer. And you know what? Sometimes people don't understand that they have a gift in front of their face. You know what? I just said in one of my other videos, don't spend your life looking for the thing that's in front of you. Because you'll never find it. Yikes. You were carrying all the mental burdens of the relationship for a long while, and you were dropping everything, nurturing everybody but yourself. But as soon as you came home to yourself, funny enough, as soon as you came home to yourself and you dropped those little bit of pentacles, as soon as you drop that 6 of pentacles, they could give you your 10 of pentacles and your 9 of pentacles. Like soon they could give you your happiness with your money and your finances and your new person. This really might be an ex-lover or ex-relationship. Ex-business partner. This is an ex something. Because you dropped this previous person, they about to bless you with everything you could ever want. And you don't even see it coming. Huh. They said they had to move everybody out the way. I think damn near all the pentacles are out here. They said you're finally grounding your blessing. You're grounded in your blessing. You had to learn some gratitude because you were looking for everything that was right in front of your face. Gemini is significant. The Lovers is right here. Somebody's a Virgo, somebody's a Capricorn. Somebody watches Jasmine's Garden. Don't watch that Jasmine versus Christians debate shit. That shit'll raise your blood pressure. Why is the Lovers out here in reverse? Told you. You cut that shit off. Mind you, 10-10. This third 10 is out here. The only 10 we don't have out here are the 10 of Wands. Told you. I told you. They said they about to bless you with, they said all forms of happiness. Yo, I don't know what that means, and it's not meant for me to know what that means. That's between you and the divine. Somebody's a millennial because I'm looking at that 19. Like you might have been born, they said 1989, 1987, 1997, 1992, 1994. They said millennial top of Gen Z. The cutoff is 2000 though. So this ain't for the kids. This is for the older ones that didn't, huh? That didn't seen through life itself. You saw it through. Whatever the fuck this is, you seen it through. 12. Somebody's a hangman. Somebody's stuck in their mind. They're in a mental prison. You stalemated whoever the fuck this last person was. Yeah. They said you sacrificed this community. What does that mean? Um, they said you stopped being a part of, essentially you stopped being a part of communities that didn't serve you, but not like in a sense of you expected communities to like provide for you, in a sense of like they don't help feed your spirit. They don't pour into you and you don't pour into them, and you're expected to shrink to fit into those communities. That's what they mean by like you sacrifice communities that didn't serve you. Whoever those people are or were, they're obsessed with you. They're stuck on you. They're stuck on who you were and the part you played. What's 12 plus 5? 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Star card. That's a shit ton of air energy. Because you got Aquarius right here and all these swords, they're mental. They said you prop this person up and make them look like a competent businessman or businesswoman. And when you took your energy back, you snatched that shit back. I think you humiliated that person. Yeah. Because as soon as you left, their money went belly up. As soon as you left, their stability went belly up. As soon as you left, their emotional stability went belly up. You were the one keeping that person together mentally, physically, and stability. That's not a word, but like, it's, they said for the sake of the rhythm, that person might have been a singer or a rapper, or like they were like in the music industry in some capacity. They might be super into theater. They might be in the screenplays, movies, stage plays, superheroes. I told you. Cause y'all just saw me. Y'all just saw me shuffle. You made their emotional stability go belly up. You were the one keeping their mind sane and mind on track. They might have multiple personality disorder, or DID. Is dissociative identity disorder. Well, that person's confused. Yeah. It took you a long time to fall off the cliff at the zero. You didn't trust yourself. Why am I doing that? Because I know what's on the back. Odd. That threw off my train of thought. Like you look at the front and back. It's given school. Like, you know, when you get a worksheet, you look at the front and then you look at the back to make sure there are no additional problems on the back. Because you know how someone thinks they get done with all the work and they got done the fastest, not realizing there was a whole backside because they didn't look. They didn't even put their name on the paper. You cut this shit off. That's why you got a new beginning coming. Mind you, the full card is on top of Ten of Swords. So you cut off the mental instability. You got an offer coming. Hmm. What's next? Told you. You cut off that mental instability. You had to get creative of how you were gonna get out that shit. Not only do you have an offer you don't see coming, you took that offer, that like everything you need, and you poured that shit back into yourself. Yeah, you were self isolated for a long time. You kept looking. You were searching for love and happiness outside of yourself. And as soon as you started to give yourself love and happiness, the divine was able to run it back, because the people who didn't contribute to that inevitably got cut the fuck off. And the people who benefited from you not having love and happiness got cut the fuck off. And if they had ill intent, the divine about to run that shit back. You were in the code with yourself. They were siphoning your creativity. That's why that Ace of Wands is in reverse. Will you further clarify? Yeah, it caused the tower. Hell yeah, that shit caused one hell of a tower for you. You were probably left out in the cold for a really long time. You were probably isolated for a really long time. Nobody had your back. Yeah, because you about to get your ten. Actually, you about to get your Ten of Pentacles and it's upright. Your Chariot is still upright. Your Six of Pentacles is still in the reverse. They about to catch that shit back tenfold. Damn. Who did like it's funny enough. It's like, who the fuck did this? Who tried to do this dumb shit? Whoever this Queen of Cups is in reverse. Like, this emotionally manipulative person, they might be promiscuous, because I'm thinking about that King of Wands in reverse. They tell everybody what they want to hear. That's why that King of Swords is in reverse. They're used to conflict. They want you to argue and scream and cuss them out. They like your nervous system dysregulated. You closed out this cycle. That's why the World card is still there in reverse. They think they got their victory, but that motherfucker is hollow. Will you further clarify? Yo, it's right here. Your better days are coming. Your Ten of Pentacles are coming. The fruits of your labor are coming because you poured into yourself. You found all your happiness within yourself. You're focusing on yourself in totality. You're not focusing on the needs of others. What else? What's next? Yeah. Yeah. They said you got your resources up. You got your intuition back. That's not what I was going to say. It's ambition, given a Page of Pentacles. You got your ambition back. You got your direction. You got your forwardness, your forward moving. Ha. I'm sorry. Please. Oh, God, the slugs. They're coming to attack. That's why I made that noise. Someone send help. Why am I like this? Somebody is fun as fuck. You got somebody fun as fuck coming into your life. Anyway, what the fuck was I saying? Because I was on a roll, and that shit, it's like it interrupted me low-key in the best way possible. Like, what the like, hey, you got your forwardness. That's what started that stupid shit. Your forward movingness. Yo, you going fucking forward regardless. You got on your chariot. You fucking bounce. You gone. You know where the fuck you're going. You have your sense of direction. Everything is out here laid out in front of you. Yeah, because you ignored the reality of the situation for a long time. You probably kept pouring everything into them, your resources into them. Okay, it's the Star card. I was gonna be like, did something come out behind it? Because they want to emphasize your better days are coming. Your renewed sense of hope is gonna be rewarding for you. Oh, your childlike curiosity. Whoa. Didn't we? No. Okay, no. Okay, I'm thinking about a different thing, a different spread. I hear. Do you remember the time when we fell in love? Why is the Hierophant in reverse? Because you're going against the grain. Like, yeah, you the godfather, you the godmother, you're the most powerful person, but sometimes you have to go against the grain to get everything you want and need out of life. Your intellectual curiosity is childlike. That's why the Page of Swords is out here. I love this, I love that, I love you. You got equal give and take coming. Emotionally. They said, and a new community. Told you somebody's coming with an offer. You see that little blue thing in his hand? Yeah, I told you your childlike. Not only is your childlike intellect back, so your curiosity and wonder, you're going forward quickly and fearlessly like a little kid, like a toddler. When I tell you toddler, that's too many. I'll only take the bottom one. When I tell you fucking toddlers are fearless, they are. Three of Pentacles. You got a new community coming, and your community's going to have just as much, if not more, to offer than you do. That's why that Three of Pentacles is out here. 331 is significant. This is new. Everything is new. That page energy is new as fuck. It's immature, it's impulsive, but it's new, it's childlike, it's refreshing. There's a hunger to it. Is that out here? No, it's suddenly. Last spread. That's why. Yeah, you fell for the illusions and you were going after things that didn't align with you because it was things that other people felt like you wanted or you should want. Other people wanted you to chase them. That's why that Eight of Cups is at the bottom. And you didn't. You said, nah, nigga, I'm only chasing myself. I'm chasing my own ambition. I'm chasing my own wants, dreams, and I'm chasing my own reality versus trying to live and fit and shrink into someone else's. You were out of balance for a long time. You didn't know what you wanted to do, but you found your inner balance. They said you found everything you wanted, and everything you wanted was already in yourself. Your happiness was within yourself. Like, imagine yourself pointing to your chest or point to your own chest. Your resourcefulness is in you. Your happiness and better days were in you. Your balance was in you. Your belongingness and community was within you. Your forward moving direction was within you. Your money is within you. Your stability is within you. Everything is within you. You were weak for a period of time, and it's okay. King of Pentacles in reverse. You might expect that other people to take care of you or look after you, and that's okay. Sometimes you do need a little bit of help. No, that's not why that's out there. King of Pentacles is indicative of somebody being deceitful. Who the fuck? I don't even care. I don't care. Fuck them. See? See? Didn't we just say fuck them? If it's gonna come out, it's gonna fuck out. Fuck out. Whoa. If it's gonna come out, it's gonna come out because fuck them. Damn. They wanted you weak. They were jealous of your fucking strength. They were jealous of they said your strong will and your strong mind. They couldn't break you or your mind. Do you know how sick that is? To want to destroy someone's mind because yours is destroyed? Are you kidding me? Y'all know who that person is in your life that tried to gouge out your eye of intuition. Please get that person before I come beat their ass. That's why you got better days coming. You cut this shit off because they disguise themselves as a lover. They disguise themselves as strong to trick you. That's why we saw that King of Pentacles in reverse. That wanting... Oh, they wanted you to take care of them. That was a projection. Okay. They projected all that negativity onto you. They projected that instability onto you. That Queen of Cups in reverse. They wanted you to be that unstable. It was really them. What the fuck, man? What the... Who the... You stalemated them. You stalemated whoever this past person was who likes to project. They like to project but don't speak up. I told you they're in Hangman. They're stuck. They're in their own self-imposed mental prison. See, how you're creative and how you get out and how you get yourself unstuck, they can't. I'm not saying you don't deserve to be rescued. If you want to be rescued, that's on you. I don't give a fuck. But over here, you were never rescued, so you learn how to save yourself over and over and over. It's okay to need a hand. It's okay to ask for help. You got equal give and take coming. Yeah, keeping that person in your life kept your success on its side. You could still manifest. That's why the Queen of Wands is still out here. But it clouded your judgment and they were siphoning your energy. But you have success coming. They said success is yours. They wanted you carrying all the burdens. That's why you cut that shit off. 4 10s is out here. 444 is significant, or 4444 is significant. But 4 is out here 10 times. You got swift communication coming. Where y'all want to wrap this up? Yeah. I don't like this. 4444, just seen it on the clock. Whoever this Emperor in the reverse is, they in devil energy. They're obsessed with you. They're addicted to you. They're only interested now that you won't talk to them. Oh my God, come on. Who is this? They might be, hey, whoever this person is that you cut off might be reaching out hella soon. Be careful with that. That's all I'm going to say. You closed out that cycle. That's why wealth is at the bottom. That's why victory's at the bottom. You won against whoever the fuck this is. Underneath the bullshit. Your victory was hot and they had to hide that victory from them. They had to hide that money from them. This might, like I said, this might be an ex-business partner. Fuck them. They had to hide, huh? They said they had to hide you from them. They had to hide your happiness from them. You blocked this person on social media. You blocked this person off everything. Yeah. You got your freedom back. Where y'all want to end this? Did y'all see how that flew out? You might got a praise kink. This person cyber stalking you? They might got burners. Burner pages. They got multiple burner pages. Yup. You earned all of your victory and success. I think about you. No shit. No shit. Like, no shit, Sherlock. Well, we just said that. No shit. Or they have absolutely nothing to offer. I don't care about the sex right now. It's like the sexual ones come out. I mean, can I say that on YouTube? Those come out at like the worst times. All right. You got some hustle in you. You're invaluable. You're priceless. Oh, you're exceptional. That's why you got a victory coming. You might got this coming too. Pause to read. Anyway. But your happiness is coming. And this is where I'm going to leave it. You deserve this. Congratulations.